Once reportedly worth $400 million, Bill Cosby was one of the richest entertainers ever. However, lost royalties, quiet settlements, and a barrage of civil suits have begun to erode his fortune in the wake of his 2018 conviction for sexual assault. Here's what Bill Cosby's net worth really is. During the 1980s, Bill Cosby was the world's highest-paid entertainer, reaching international audiences with his work in stand-up comedy, as well as his role as Dr. Cliff Huxtable on The Cosby Show. In the decades since the debut of the influential series, its reruns have generated well over $1 billion in revenue, with Cosby himself pocketing $166 million from the show's original syndication deal. Cosby also leveraged his popularity and television success into lucrative TV commercial work, eventually becoming one of the most popular pitchmen of all time. It's not just Jello that he shilled for. He was also a pitchman for Coca-Cola, Del Monte, Ford, and Kodak, among others. His skills earned him a spot in the American Advertising Federation Hall of Fame in 2011, an honor which was rescinded in May 2018. With multiple mega-hit shows and companies lining up for his endorsement, Cosby eventually amassed an estimated net worth of $400 million. Sexual assault allegations against Cosby surfaced throughout the comedian's career, but by 2014, they were out in the open for good. As the number of accusers against Cosby grew into the dozens, networks severed ties with his once-beloved properties. Reruns of The Cosby Show were pulled from syndication, and companies like Hulu and Bounce TV removed the series from their libraries, cutting off a valuable revenue stream. New projects from Cosby were also canceled as the allegations mounted, with NBC pulling the plug on an in-development comedy series in November 2014. That same month, Netflix also scrapped a new stand-up special from the comic just days before its intended release date. As Cosby fended off the allegations, mounting legal fees left him struggling for cash. In 2017, Page Six reported that Cosby attempted to take out a loan of $30 million on his 12,000-square-foot Upper East Side mansion, which he purchased in 1987. The development was seen by some as a sign of desperation. He was also sued for legal fees by a former member of his own defense team. Cosby also spent exorbitant amounts of money on settling civil suits. In 2004, Cosby drugged and raped Andrea Constand in his Pennsylvania mansion. It was later revealed in April 2018 that he paid Constant almost $3.4 million in 2006 as part of a confidential civil agreement. After Cosby was sentenced to prison for his crimes against Andrea Constand, his wife Camille reportedly attempted to drain their joint account of money. According to Radar Online, Camille cashed a check for $100,000 and attempted to withdraw more before the bank intervened. When the bank contacted the imprisoned comedian, he asked them to freeze the account. Though the account is technically shared between the two of them, it primarily belongs to Bill and reportedly contains close to $120 million. Frank Scotti, a 90-year-old former NBC employee, told the New York Daily News in 2014 that he helped Bill Cosby make payments to 8 women from 1989 to 1990. One of the women was Shawn Thompson, who allegedly received $100,000 from the predatory entertainer. Scotti claimed that Cosby once presented him with a large amount of money to distribute to the comedian's accusers under his own name, so that the money couldn't be traced back to Cosby. At the time, he didn't realize that he was part of a criminal cover-up. Scotti later determined that Cosby was paying the women for their silence, sending some of them thousands of dollars every month during this time. According to some analysts, financial missteps by Bill Cosby could eventually erode his entire fortune. It's a process that could continue long after his death if civil litigants continue to successfully chip away at his estate. Though he's only been convicted of his assault on Andrea Constand, Cosby has been accused of sexual assault by nearly 60 women. Many of the women have sued Cosby for defamation and might be entitled to massive payouts from his estate. If Cosby failed to put his money in a legally impenetrable trust, then some think he could eventually go bankrupt. A stunning reversal of fortune for a formerly beloved figure.